The boys, they're back, baby. Welcome back to Defending Football. Thank you guys so much for watching. Right before we get started, I did make a new Instagram page, so go follow that down below. The link will be under the channel. It is at The Defending Football Show, all one word, easy. So go follow me there. I'm going to be putting updates for the DC Defenders and re-uploading my shorts and a bunch of other content there. Check this out. This is a little mini DC Defenders helmet that I created. You can see it easier on the Instagram, so go check it out. I'm thinking about getting a shelf right here to put some lemons on for every win and then throw in my extra merchandise for you guys to check out. We're back, baby. The UFL Season 2 is commencing in about 50-ish days. Are you excited? Because I am. The DC Defenders have re-signed a bunch of key players for this season, and today we're going to be going over my top 5 players from last year that are returning. These players will give you a lot of hope for DC to get over the hump next year, make the playoffs again, and become a true contender in the UFL. Number 1, we have Abram Smith, the most prolific running back in the XFL in 2020. He missed last year because of an ACL tear, but man was he electric. In 2023, he played 10 games, 157 carries, 788 yards. He averaged 5 yards a pop and 7 touchdowns. Abram Smith was a huge reason why the DC Defenders were a fantastic team, 9-1 that year, and made the championship game. If you're not excited for Abram Smith, I don't know what you're excited about. Next up is Jordan Ta'amu, quarterback for the DC Defenders. Games played is 10, 57.5% completion percentage. Could be better. It did go down from the year before. Threw for 1,854 yards and 15 touchdowns, which is fantastic. The problem is he threw 9 interceptions. He also rushed for 203 yards and a touchdown, but that is pretty much a testament to our team not being able to run the ball last year. With Abram Smith back in the backfield, I think Ta'amu is going to have a lot of pressure released off his shoulders, and it will free him up to make better decisions and not have to throw as much, hopefully. But Jordan Ta'amu is a solid spring football proven option. I mean, you can't get more proven than Jordan Ta'amu or Luis Perez. That's the two. Next up is Malik Fisher, defensive end for the DC Defenders. An absolute monster last year. 10 games played, 18 solo tackles, 32 total tackles. But the big number, 6 sacks. I believe he was robbed for all UFL player last year on the defensive side of the ball. That dude is an absolute monster on the edge, and it's so good that we're getting him back on Greg Williams' defense. I've been critical of that defense, but Malik Fisher has been a shining star on the D-line. Next up is Chris Rowland, whatever. This is kind of a weird pick, but he played 10 games last year, only had 20 catches for 232 yards and 3 touchdowns. But altogether, his return yards is 1,365 and a touchdown. He made all UFL special teams player last year for a reason. He is fantastic. And don't forget, guys, if you followed the Instagram, you would know the UFL is now switching back to the XFL style kickoff this year, which means Chris Rowland is going to go even more insane. But he is also a great receiver, and that cannot be understated. He just did not get a lot of reps until later in the year, and that's when he started to show up. Our last guy for the DC Defenders we're going to highlight right now is DeAndre Baker, cornerback for the DC Defenders. I know we gave up a lot of passing yards, but Baker is not the reason. He played 10 games, 19 solo tackles, 22 total tackles, and 0 interceptions. And you're looking at that, and you're like, what? That's not great. Unfortunately, I can't find any stats for pass breakups or anything like that. It's hard to find right now. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place, steer me in the right direction. But he won all UFL Corner of the Year for a reason. Guys were not targeting DeAndre Baker. Sometimes stats can be a little misleading because the best corners do not get thrown at. He's clearly one of the best corners in spring football, and I'm so glad he's on our team. He's a true lockdown corner, and it's great that we have him back. So that was the top 5 DC Defenders returning to this season. Let me know what you guys think down below. Which one of these guys is your favorite player, if they are? Again, follow me on Instagram. My Twitter got hacked, and I suck at Twitter, so we're not doing Twitter. So we're going to be having a lot more content for the UFL this year. I know I've been slacking in the offseason. It's my fault. Blame me. But we're here, and we're back for the 2025 UFL season. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for the love of football, And for the love of football, defend football, baby.